Good morning from Syria!
Coming directly to you from Damascus.
Today we will be bringing you weather updates, current events, and other Syrian broadcasts.
You're here with Syria's top 4 news anchors.
Stay tuned for more.
Hi, my name is Sapphire, and today I am with the Daily Weather Report. And as you can see on this map, in Damascus, the temperature currently is 39 degrees Fahrenheit, while in Aleppo, another very well-known city, it is 47 degrees, and in Hama, it is 50 degrees. And then there are just many other and a very different variety of temperatures throughout the other cities. And as you can see on the weekly weather report, on Wednesday, the maximum degrees is 70 degrees Fahrenheit, while the minimum is 41 degrees Fahrenheit, and with the wind about 7 miles per hour, and then the visibility is very good, while the relative humidity is around 70%. And as you can see in this photo, there have been many severe snowstorms that have covered Damascus lately this past week, and it's just had a huge effect on the people living there and overall the society within Damascus. And thank you. That is the weather report. Tune in.
And today I will be talking about the timeline of events involving Syria and other nations leading up to today, including the events of our current civil war circumstances. So, on March 23rd, 2011, it all began when Dara protests began, and our Syrian government, in order to protect us and protect its people, fought back with militia in order to stop the problem then. But unfortunately, it was unable to be stopped as it is continuing today. So, on July in 2011, Governor of Hama staged a protest in the streets, and it was attended by thousands, and this was a big issue. So our president Bashar al-Assad had to step in and put an end to that, and he actually dismissed Hama from his position. So all the different years leading up to 2014 have had many back and forth conflicts with other countries and Syria, and the main cause have been the rebels who have been spreading rumors about the chemical weapons that Syria assumedly has. So on August 21st, 2013, the rebels accused the Syrian government of obtaining chemical weaponry and using it against its people. And of course, this cannot be a fair statement because they too are at war with us, and it's each man for his own. So this is definitely a biased statement, and it is definitely influencing other nations, because on August 27, 2013, Obama from the US actually considered a military strike against Syria to punish their government. And by that point, it was full-out war within our country. And so on September 25th, the rebel groups and the Muslims formed an alliance. So now there are more people turned against the Syrian government. But on October 31st, 2013, the Syrian government decided to put an end to these conflicts and to these rumors that were starting, and destroyed every aspect and ounce of their chemical weapons supplies to eliminate all these problems that were arising from the civil war. So stay tuned for more about how your Syrian government is protecting you.
I'm Alvarado, and I'm here to bring you current events from our country. On February 24th of this year, Israel shot an airstrike in Lebanon near our border, but no one knows what was the target nor why it was shot. Although our country's government thinks that Israel shot it there because there has been a lot of smuggling around that particular area of the border. A few weeks later, on March 18th, our country forced rebels out of a town named Gebral into Lebanon. This helps our President Assad because it gives him more routes that he can take to gain advantage in the civil war against the rebels. On the next day, on March 19th, Israel launched an airstrike against us on 3 of our military sites, killing 1 soldier and injuring 7. Government reports say that the strikes were to distract Assad from military advances. Thank you.
Okay, so we are back with the update on chemical weaponry within Syria and the different accounts of chemical weapons being used against the civilians, and whether or not this is a true threat from the Syrian government or not. We know that they are here to protect us and here to defend us against the rebels. So as you can see here, there is a map of the different possible targets for chemical weaponry, and actually a lot of the Syrian government's storage units for chemical weapons, where they are being held safely along with other war weapons, where they are being stored and guarded very cautiously. Those are actually big targets from other countries and other groups, including the rebels, who are looking to destroy those chemical weapons. So it actually is more of a danger for the Syrian government, who are doing the best they can to lock up and protect these chemical weapons to avoid more violence and conflict. And in turn, other nations and the rebels are actually looking to instigate more conflict by attacking these areas where the chemical weapons are being stored. So it is not the Syrian government's fault. It is a two-way war right now over the chemical weapons. So stay tuned for more.
This news broadcast is brought to you by our very own Syrian government. The Syrian army is for you. Ever feel the need to help? Then the Syrian army is for you. This is the best way to help your country. Join now and save our country. You can help families, keep our country safe, keep Zionists away, defend us now, fight for our rights, and take more land. Join now.
And welcome back. So we received from a Syrian newspaper a journal entry that was written to support the Syrian government and give different ideas on how you can help out at home supporting the Syrian government and Assad during this war. And so in order to protect your country, the people have a big choice and decision on how they can help and support the government. So some ideas written in this article titled Moving Forward, Hope for Syria, it discusses how the rebels have no intention to support or protect the people of Syria. They are purely out and seeking violence against the Syrian government, whereas Assad is here to help us and protect us through this civil war, no matter what happens. So in order to repay him for that, some suggestions were made, including donating paychecks, some money to the government to pay for weaponry, or sending aid, care packages to soldiers to make sure that they are feeling safe and healthy when they are fighting for our welfare in this country, and donating to those armies so they have more opportunities to advance their technologies. And these are just small ways for you to keep in mind on an everyday basis how we can show how the power is in our hands and how we do have an undying love for Syria and for the country that we wish we had back.
We bring you a rebel song that we found in Ybraud after our military has taken over Ybraud and sending the rebels into Lebanon. We found a rebel anthem that they made up, and an excerpt from it is rebels to the win, rebels to the death, never giving up, never giving in. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Chloe Fitzer, and we have just found a political cartoon on Rebel Bases. This political cartoon is obviously showing the hate towards the Syrian government, and it was found on Rebel Bases. Thank you. A poem that was turned in by a school teacher from a student who was affected by the war. A major part in this poem was children equal love, children equal peace, not war or hate. A major saying that has been going around is fight wars, not children.
Thank you for tuning in to Good Morning from Syria. Hope to see you tomorrow.